All right. Now, I guess moving into my next question, what advice would you give to someone struggling to trust God's timing and being influenced by friends to cut corners?
It depends on where you are in your spiritual walk with God, and also in your walk in life. Let me try and explain this. You know, the younger we are as Christians, the easier it is for us to be influenced by our friends to do something or to be put under pressure. But you get to a time in your walk with God that you have matured over time, that all those issues about friends, put you under pressure doesn't matter again. Because you've been able to make them understand that this is who you are and this is what matters to you. They understand, that they're not going to put you under pressure. A good example for me, when I became a Christian, I was in a social club. And there's nothing wrong in you being in a social club. Nothing. So don't get me wrong. But I also knew I wanted to build up on my Christian walk. And I had to go to church at 7 a.m. Most of the meetings we do in the social club, it was social club with, contemporaries, old college mates and all that. Those meetings go late into the night on Saturdays. It's going to be difficult for me to wake up and go to church at 7 a.m. That's number one. Number two, when we attend those meetings, there is a lot of spiritual alcoholic drinks passed around that people drink and all that. Now, I am just becoming a Christian. I had vowed that I was going to lay off alcohol. How do I lay off alcohol when every time I meet with my friends and contemporaries, I'm in the midst of where they're getting that? You have to separate yourself. There's some things you have to do to help yourself get to where you are going. So after a while, I knew there's no way I could do this alone. So what did I do? I resigned. When I resigned, all my friends didn't like it. Oh, what's wrong with you? You can do this and I said, yes, some people can do it because of where they are, but I cannot do it because I just started this move or this walk with God. So I resigned. Over time, they put pressure on me to come back, but I did not. But over time, they all accepted. Now, 80% of those guys have come to join me in the church now. So what I'm trying to say is that you get to a point that because of your spiritual maturity, you can draw a line and say, you're not going to influence me on this. You're not going to talk about this. I don't do this. And your people know that you don't truly do that. You understand? So they will say, they will leave you alone. There's, I was at a party, a friend's daughter was getting married, and I sat with some of my friends, and some of them are still, in the world and doing their own thing, and there are some ladies, around, that I was just, laughing and, but I wanted to put it out there. So I said to a particular lady that was trying to harass me, I said, honestly, I'm a Christian, I'm dead to all these things. That you might go home tonight bankrupt because there's nothing on this side. And I was saying it right on the table, and everybody was saying, you better leave Pastor alone. This is why you won't get any far. And that's what I'm saying. I can tell you, I didn't know when that girl left and went to another table. But it doesn't really matter to me, Those are the kind of things, after a while. But how do you get to a point where you can do that? At times you might have to not only separate yourself, but you can look for stronger people, to help you, and you intentionally hang around those ones more. And then you get better and better until you get to a point where what do your friends do now? If I sit with a lot of friends and they drink, it doesn't affect me, it doesn't do anything to me. And I move on with my life.
Yeah. Now, addressing our young audience, the youth, is there any more advice that you would probably want to give them so that they don't crack under pressure in that social setting or that social environment? That way they're enhancing their spiritual walk.
Just make up your mind that this spiritual walk is a personal one. And just stay with God and stay true to yourself. If you know you will crumble under the pressure, you don't have to go out with them. You don't have to go. You have a choice. You have a choice. And you said, you know what, you guys, you can go. I'll be all right. I'll just stay at home. And that's it. You understand? Until the time that you are matured enough spiritually now to be able to resist those temptations. Do you understand? Don't put yourself in those temptations, and that's what you do. And over time, your friends will come to respect you because people will respect you on principles. And that's one of the rules of friendship. You understand? You have to respect me on what I stand for, and I respect you on what you stand for. It's no pressure. You don't need to put me under pressure because you believe everybody should drink, and you stay on your own. I'm not going to put you under pressure that you must not drink or you must not do any what I don't do, what I believe I don't do. You can quote any scripture for me. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. This is what I believe, and also it is scriptural for me, and I'm going to stay there, and that's it. You understand? You can be friends without you influencing me against my spiritual beliefs. We can be friends.
If you love what you hear, continue to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Insights with PT. This year, we're talking all about new things, and the topics are going to get even better. So don't forget to send your comments, your topics, your questions to insightswithpt@JesusHouseBaltimore.org. We'll catch you all next time. Peace out. It's your girl Tammy with the lovely PT. Peace out.
See you.